the cool cat investors. It's Crystal Ball with Investors Gone Wild Realty in Panama City Beach, Florida. Real estate investing has changed my life. It'll teach you so much about yourself and other people and how to analyze things in a whole new way, because that's what real estate investing is, deal analysis. You learn to deal with ambiguity, number one. There's a lot of fast changing events outside your control in real estate. People decide not to sell. People decide they want a higher price because the market's hot and they think that they can get more. They don't want to leave money on the table. Lenders have different parameters, and that's changing constantly. Appraisals stop us in our tracks sometimes. And then inspections, oh, that's a big one sometimes. So there's all these variables outside your control, and you have to learn to just deal with it and let it go. So then there's also death and illness that comes up, because those are random things we have no control over. So that's what happened to us 2.5 years ago. We were in the middle of a very successful startup company, and we'd just been through Hurricane Michael, which changed our town and created a lot of stress. I had just lost both my grandparents, who were like my heart and soul. They were like my parents. And then my husband had a stroke. And it was very life-changing for us, because it affected him mentally and cognitively for quite some time, and he had to have double knee replacements soon after that. So but the day after his stroke, I found out he had not been honest about some things, and we were very close to bankruptcy. So on top of all of that, I was dealing with a lot of personal emotion with that, and we were almost in bankruptcy, so there was a lot of panic there, because that was not how I lived. So the other thing that real estate investing will teach you is to forgive and move on. You can only do this if you focus on the solution and doing the right thing. In real estate, it's often confusing to know where the lead came from, or how to structure a deal, or who to go to for what, because it's not as straightforward as corporate America, where I was from, where you have someone teaching you structured. Real estate's not like that. So I also look at the intent of why people do things. So my husband didn't mean to nearly bankrupt us. He would never hurt anybody. He's a wonderful person, but he didn't intentionally do it, but it still didn't make it right. And it still did end up ending the marriage. But instead of walking away, going bankrupt, and uprooting my children's lives, we worked together and got through that to clean up that mess together. And in doing that, I found my own power. I found the ability to lead. I found the ability to trust my own instincts to make the right decisions. I leveled up and connected with people who have the same core values as I do. My grandpa was my hero. He was a wonderful man, and he spent his life helping the community, and that is where my heart is. I'm not only motivated by money. Money is a great resource and tool, but it is the effect I have in changing other people's lives and in the community that drives me. And let it go is that third thing. Real estate investing will teach you order of priority. You cannot juggle renovating homes, lenders, JV contracts, deals, appraisals, contractors, inspectors, and clients of every level. And every different client needs a different type of scenario and house and location. So there's a million variables with real estate investing. So I don't waste a lot of time in useless conversation anymore. I have a purpose and direction, and my time is very valuable. So the only way I was able to take that business with 20 employees and $1.5 million in sales with 2 young boys and a full-time job to closure without bankruptcy was to let go of what didn't matter and focus on the immediate needs at hand. The other thing that real estate investing will teach you is that humor cures a lot of ills. There were tears and heartache through a lot of that, but especially in the beginning. But after that, we'd always had a self-deprecating sense of humor with each other, and we laughed about the situation, and we powered through it together. So we have constantly used humor to mitigate the stress of life. Modern day stress is higher than it used to be. But if I'm not going to jail, the morgue, or the hospital, then it's all good. There is a solution. And when you can figure out the solution and let it go and just deal with what's going on, then you can laugh about it. And that's what we've chosen to do. So that's what I'm passionate about, and that's how real estate investing has changed my life.